Hi there, this is a short presentation outlining changes in student assessment, ongoing achievement records for Year 3 adult students. So we're going to be changing your assessment documentation. We've been piloting this and it's been very well received. So at the moment you've been assessed using competencies, and we're going to actually change to assess the 4 domains of nursing practice. We'll change then to have 3 forms of evidence for each domain, which is a total of 12 pieces of evidence for a placement. We're changing from 0 to 6 to 100%, giving a better range of scope for your mentors to assess you by. And Pebble Pad will be changed to reflect the sections for each domain for you to store your evidence. So, the NMC standards for competency and pre-registration as nurse education. There are 4, as I've just said: professional values, communication and interpersonal skills, nursing practice and decision making, leadership, management and team working. All domains are being assessed in each of your placements. So, 3 forms of evidence for each domain. One, as always, is direct observation, and the second required is a reflection, which is referenced and relates to the 3rd form of evidence. Here are the list of evidence that you can use. Many of these are familiar to you, but we've added service user reports and wider patient engagement activity to that so that you can use that as evidence and also do reflections. So your mentors are going to choose to grade you from 0 to 100%, reflecting the skills, knowledge and values pertinent to the stage of your program, which is preparing you for your final stages to registration. You need to get a 40% to pass, and if you get less than 40% for any domain, then an action plan will be needed, ready to take into the next placement. If you are in your final placement and you're referred on domain, then the exam board will decide an extended period of practice for you to achieve, but your domains will be capped at 40%, and as always 2 attempts at practice. So here is the grading grid we're asking you and your mentors to use, and it's about meeting expectations of a Year 3 student. So to pass, your mentor can choose from a range of 42, 45 or 48. And similarly, if you're excellent, 72, 76, 80 or 84%. It's about demonstrating evidence of safe practice, but it's also providing that underpinning knowledge and evidence through your evidence that you submit. So let's look at professional values. None of these are a surprise to you. These are the competencies that you're going to be explored. You're going to decide on your action plan, how you're going to achieve that, along with anything specific to the area. So depending on the area you're at, there may be additional things that you want to learn about or achieve. In our pilot studies, mentors feel quite confident they can make these decisions based on the domains and give a percentage score for. We look at communication, interpersonal skills, and again it's quite broad. We're expecting you to demonstrate evidence within all of these areas. Again, nursing practice and decision making. Notice we've got hydration, intravenous infusions, and changing needs and deterioration in life-threatening terminal illnesses. This is where relevant to the placement. As you know, you can be in placements where these things don't crop up, so they're put in that where relevant section. And the leadership, management, and team working, broad competencies for you to demonstrate readiness for registrant practice. So when you undertake your formative assessment, it's still the same. You're going to make a decision where you think you are. You're going to be using 0 to 100%, and your mentor will give you feedback on where they think you are, and you can discuss that and draw action plans up from that. When it comes to your summative assessment, each domain evidence is recorded and each grade for each domain listed, added up and divided by 4 to give an overall grade for the placement. And again, your personal tutor will finalise your OARS document in ready for recommending to the NMC you're ready for registration. If you are referred in a domain, then your tutor will be involved in supporting you making a revised plan. If you're referred in more than one domain, then there is a possibility that you are struggling and you may require fitness to practice, but each decision made is made on a case-by-case. So, for more information, your personal tutor, program lead, there's information on PebblePad, and program administration can signpost you. Just a short overview, but when you're doing preparation for placement, your tutor will go into your OARS in more detail, and you'll be able to have your OARS and have a good look at them. Wish you very well in your year 3 and hope that you will achieve the year in readiness for registrant practice. I'm Adele Kane, Associate Head of School for Placement Learning.